Why long term care can become one of the biggest expenses in America. Most people plan for retirement, they plan for housing, and they plan for monthly expense. But there is one cost. Many people don't think about its long term care, and honestly, this can be a huge expense. Not just for one person, but for the whole family. In this video, we are going to break it down. So, this is general education information, it's not financial advice, it's not insurance advice. Cost can vary by state, and individual situation can differ. So, what is long term care? Basically, long term care means ongoing support. When someone needs help with everyday activities or care, that could mean help at home, it could mean assisted living, or it could mean nursing care. And here's the thing, it doesn't always mean someone is seriously very sick. Sometimes they simply need daily assistance. Maybe they need help getting dressed, taking a shower, preparing meals, or moving around safely. That type of care can continue for a long time. Why is this becoming important? America's population is getting older. People are also living longer. That means more families may eventually deal with care needs. According to the NAIC, about 20% of adults who reach age 65 may develop significant long-term care needs. That's a pretty big number, and the financial side can be easy to underestimate. Here's where things get expensive. Long-term care can cost much more than people expect. Home care can cost money, assisted living can cost more, nursing care can cost even more. And these costs can continue for months or sometimes several years. A recent AARP report found long-term care costs have become less affordable for many middle-income Americans. So this isn't just a high-income family problem, it can affect middle-class families too. What about Medicare? This part is really important. A lot of people assume Medicare pays for everything, but that's not how it works. Medicare and long-term care are not the same things. Medicare doesn't simply pay for ongoing long-term care. That's why family can end up paying a large amount themselves. And honestly, this can be a surprise for people planning retirement. What about Medicaid? Medicaid can help, but it has its own rules. Eligibility can depend on income and assets. The rules also vary depending on the state. The rules also vary, and family may face a complicated financial process. That's why people should understand their options before a major care need happens. Here's a simple example. Imagine a retired couple. They have saving, they own their home and retirement income. Everything looks fine. Then once a spouse needs long-term care, the family starts paying for ongoing care services. The monthly cost adds up monthly after month. At first, it seems manageable. Then a year passes, then another year. Suddenly, a large part of their saving has gone toward care. That's the risk. It's not always one huge bill. Sometimes it's many large bills over a long period. What is long-term care insurance? Long-term care insurance is designed for certain care cost. Coverage depends on the policy. Policies can have different benefits. They can have different limits. They can have different waiting periods. Some may cover home care, some assisted living, some cover nursing care. The exact details matter, and you should never assume every policy works the same way. Why are policies getting attention? The long-term care insurance market has changed over the years. Insurance companies have learned more about actual care cost. They have also seen how long people may need care. That expense has affected pricing and it has affected policy design. That's one reason this topic is getting more attention. Here's something interesting. Insurance prices can vary a lot. Our 2026 Industry Price Index found major differences in premiums for similar long-term care coverage. In one example, two people could receive very different quotes, even with similar profiles. So, comparing policies can be extremely important. But price isn't everything. Coverage details matter too. What should people look at? Start with the benefits. What kind of care does the policy cover? Then look at the daily benefit. Check the benefit period. Look at the elimination period. Understand any inflation protection. Check the exclusion and understand the premium. Don't just ask how much does it cost. Ask a better question. What am I actually getting? What about home care? This is another big point. Long-term care doesn't always mean moving into a nursing facility. Many people prefer to stay in their own homes. They may need a home health aide, a caregiver, transportation help, or other support. And those services can still become expensive. That's why home care coverage can be important to understand. What can families do? Start talking about it early. Don't wait for a crisis. Talk about possible care needs. Talk about family preferences. Talk about housing. Talk about savings. And talk about insurance. You don't need to know everything. Just start the conversation. One big mistake. A common mistake is assuming family will handle everything. Maybe a son will help. Maybe a daughter will help. Maybe a spouse will provide care. But care can take time and it can take money. Family members may need to reduce work hours. Some may even leave their jobs. That can another financial problem. Another big mistake. Don't wait until too late. Insurance option can depend on age and other factors. Premiums can also vary, and some policies may not be available under every circumstance. So education early on can be very valuable. The bigger picture. Retirement planning isn't just about monthly retirement income. It's also about unexpected long-term expenses. Housing matters, healthcare matters, long-term care matters, and family planning matters too. The more you understand, the fewer surprises you may face. Long-term care is a topic people often avoid talking about, but it can have a major financial impact. The cost can add up over many months or years. Medicare isn't a complete solution. Medicaid has eligibility rules. Insurance can help in some cases, but policies are not identical. That's why planning matters. Learn what long-term care means, understand the potential cost, review your available option, and talk with qualified financial or insurance professionals, especially before making major decisions. Because here's the real point, retirement planning isn't just about having enough money today, it's also about being prepared for the cost you can't predict. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content.